Good morning. It's Sunday. What is today? I know it's Sunday, July 18th. We definitely got some hay raking to do today, some baling to do today, like we did yesterday. My voice is still out. I mean, these allergies are killing me. So, but we're running a little bit late this morning. You know, of course, there's dew out, so I'm letting that get by before we actually head out to the field. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what a better video on how to clean these screens out and the condensers and radiators in here on this Mahindra. So this is the Mahindra 85p for those who are new to the channel or have not watched the other videos. And there's a lot of things I like about this tractor. It's simple. It's got good power. You know, it doesn't get all the electronics junk on it, stuff like that. But you know, one of the things you got to do is you got to do your maintenance, right? So what happens here, I got to clean this out too again. What happens here is that this is the fan in here is a suction fan, so it sucks air in to cool. And when you're out baling hay and stuff and doing hay work, you're gonna have a lot of debris that gets in here. I mean, that happens no matter what tractor you have, right? So I use two tools to clean these things out. I got the Radiator Genie here, right? So this is the air one, okay? So this is the air wand, and this is the water wand down here. And we're gonna show both of those, how I do them. And I use them. So I got a tripod here today. I'm gonna try to get this set up here. Yeah, so you can see a little bit better in here what's going on. I had another video. I made a short video on this yesterday, and I noticed that some things you couldn't see because I was holding it the whole time. But on this Mahindra, what you got to do to really effectively clean these screens is you got to take your hood parts off. It comes in, you know, 3 pieces. You got your hood you raise up. You got your side panels. Once you get those off, then you start pulling your screens out. So you can see here, it's a very dirty, you know, very filthy, right? It gets caked up, makes your air conditioner not work, make your engine temperature go up. So what you got to do is you got to get these things cleaned out. So basically, I'm just going to take this and shake it out. And that's why I got allergies right there. Now you know why. So I'm gonna throw that off to the side. So one thing they did do on here is make it easy to get in and clean your air conditioning condenser. So a very simple process. You just pull your hoses a little bit, you know, loose from these wraps right here, and then you got down in here. Get you a little bit closer so you can see here. Hopefully you can see that. I need to get that reverse screen on this video mod so I can see better what's going on. But you just undo this little wing nut down here, which is a deal that keeps the condenser in place. And you got another one up here. All right, so you undo it. Not all the way though, and don't forget to tighten that back, by the way. Lesson learned. And then this slides out. Now you do got one other connection here you got to undo, which is the right there for the air conditioning, for the AC. And once you get that done, let me move this out of the way without squirting myself. What I do is I just pull it off, and if you look from here, I just take it. You can see it's all caked up. See, there's a lot of junk in there. See how you get all that out. I've been spraying it, just blowing these out, but today we're gonna wash them out because they're really dirty. So I'm gonna set that one right here and hope it don't fall. Okay. So the next thing we gotta do, you gotta take these other screens off. We're gonna do a pretty thorough cleaning today. We're gonna blow them out first. We're gonna wash them out with the Radiator Genies here. I always drop one, no matter what. Let's see here. You get the other screen here. This one off here. But man, we put a lot of gunk in this thing the last few weeks. We really got to do a thorough cleaning today, and that's what we're going to do. Same thing on this side. We're going to come in here and just undo these. And I'm going to put them all in here today, so I don't lose any. And you can see that dust already blowing off. We got a slight breeze this morning, not much. It's gonna be hot today, so I want to make sure I get all this done to help this tractor stay cooler. One thing you don't want to do is overheat a tractor. That's not good. And you can do some serious damage to your motor and stuff. So this screen here, just gotta kind of work it out, get it out of the way. It's got some, wind's been blowing in already, getting some of that junk out of it. So we'll set it off to the side here with the other one. Then what we'll do is we'll come in here, we'll just pull this other one out from this side. And that one seems to always have a lot of grass in it, so. Okay, at this point, we have it as far as we can go. So, and I only got a small air compressor over there, and so we're gonna have to cycle through this quite a few times. So I'm gonna set you over here, so I'm gonna blow that way. I'm gonna get the water one out of the way without squirting anything. And so when I come in here, and so this is the rear of the air conditioner condenser. So I want to blow out. So what's going to happen? A lot of dirt blowing out through that front. I mean, a lot. It's caked up in there. I mean, it's just hard to get out. We're going to blow it out pretty good. That one's blown out as much as we can. To get anything else out of that, we're going to have to wash it out. I notice there's some indentions here. I might have to replace this thing pretty soon. I think I did that by accident. I was trying to run this behind a screen one time instead of pulling it out. So that's my fault for doing that. Lesson learned. Then what I'll do, so I might have to replace that eventually if I get cooler problems or anything. I think I'm okay for now. It's definitely something I keep an eye on, right? But that's for my AC. So now what we gotta do is we gotta come here and start blowing this out. I always start up here. This gets me between the turbo cooler and the engine coolant. A lot of dust blowing out. Then I come in here. Like this. And then what we want to do is be very careful here and go behind here. The compressor can't keep up with this thing. This thing blows a lot of air, which is good. That's what you want. Get it out. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna wash this one out. If you look right here, all this is caked up in here. So you can see there's dirt all caked up in there. The only way to get that out is to wash it out with the Water Genie. So we're gonna get it over here and push that stuff out. Down here on the other side, when I use the Water Genie over here, what I normally do is just wash straight out. That way it's getting loose dirt out of the way. I don't try to get it behind it that much. I might try to this time. There seems to be a lot of dirt on the transmission hydraulic cooler today. So I might try to get that. And if you look right here, you can see this There's a lot of dirt in there, so I need to get that out. But we'll use the Water Genie to get that done. I use the Water Genie. What I do is I come in here, and this thing's got power, so you gotta be ready. I just gotta spray it out. A lot of build up in there. See where we are on this side. You're getting it, so. A little bit more right in here in the center. All right, get in there, real close. And it feels good when you get wet when it's hot out. So it's gonna be at 100 degrees today, very hot. So we're gonna be, the raking won't be so bad as far as heat, but that belling, I mean, that generates, you know, it's gonna make this tractor get pretty warm. So I might have to come in here and wash this out. We'll see. Might hook up the pressure washer here in a minute, come over here and wash this tractor out some. You know, get some of the dirt off. We got dirt everywhere in this thing. So let me show you what's happening now. Now you look here. There's only a little bit of that caked up stuff in there now. So down here's quite a bit. It's kind of bent up down here. But I mean, it took a lot of that out already. So I need to keep going. I still got more in there. Air compressor's done. So let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, much better. I'm gonna do a little bit from this side now. Try to get it all loose. You know, we got some areas up here. There's a lot of good gaps in there, which is what we want to see. Like you get one of those ones that's already gunked up with like grease and stuff, you can put that degreaser on there first, then use this thing and knock it out. And it'll definitely take out all the gunk, get it out for you. Okay, this thing is, I used to have a lot of trouble with this thing getting hot and having to sit and wait and stuff like that, and air conditioning not working good, and I had a different air nozzle here before on my air one. And then I found these, the Radiator Genies online, and man, it's made a big difference on getting this thing ready to go. And that's pretty good. So I feel very good with that. That's going to definitely make a big difference. I tell you, I need a portable tank of water to take out into the fields. Of course, then it would just get gunked up in there later once I start, but with it being wet. But sure, it'd be nice to spray some water in this thing when it's been out there running and heat and stuff, because it does cool it off dramatically. I know when I do it here in the house and I'm belling and I'm trying to, I come over here, and if I spray it out with this, the water one, man, that thing cools off fast. So now we're gonna do the same thing right here. We're gonna try to get this hydraulic transmission cooler cleaned out because it's pretty dirty. Like I said, we'll have time for this to dry. gets in the field. So wash that all the gunk in here. See if I can enter anything in here. Wash it down. What I got to do this winter is take a lot of this stuff off and get in here. And I want to really clean out that the radiator good, and you know, strip a lot of stuff off this thing and really just take it down and clean it. But you know, that's more of a winter service. It's too much work to do it during the summer when you're running and gunning for hay and other things you gotta get done. So we're gonna leave that like it. You know, we're not gonna take it all apart during the summer unless we really have to. Check my turbo line, make sure it's on there tight. I've had one of those come loose before. And you lose one of those lines come off, you'll know it. You won't have no power. So it's amazing. It's looking pretty good in here now. We're trying to get all the dust out of here, man. We'll go back across this filthy condenser one more time. This one gets really dirty. Remember one time I came out here in the spring to really get going again, and I was washing it out, and I washed out a bird's nest out of there. So between the radiator and the turbo, but try to get all this, you know, get some of the dust off, make sure we don't got anything going wrong in here. Here's some other screens you gotta, you know, blow out and clean out. There's like those front ones there. So the main thing is, you know, keeping it clean so we keep it cool. Anyway, so now what we got to do, we got that done. What we try to do is wash these out too. The regular screens here, get them washed out before we close everything up here. So, you know, in the field I'll blow these out, but up here, since I got a chance, let's go ahead and get them washed out, get them really, you know, clean as possible. I wish I was going swimming today instead of to the hayfield, but because it's hot, it's going to be very, very warm out. But you know, it's Texas. You know, this is what we live for down here. Heat, of course. But you know, I love living down here. I don't like the cold weather, especially as I get older. I really don't like it. And when I was a kid growing up, I always thought it'd be cool to like go to, you know, move to Colorado, live in the mountains, or Alaska or somewhere. And man, as I've gotten older, I'm like, forget that crap. I stay down here. Yeah, let's get these all cleaned up. I have to run on this one here's got a little bit of more gunk on it. I'll probably have to hit this one up with some degreaser when we get done here. Or not degreaser, but oh, what's that stuff we use? I can't remember now. That green liquid cleaner. It does wonders on these screens, keep them clean. So I can't remember what it's called now. Uh-oh. Anyway, so that's that. So let's get it back together. That's it, because we still got to get this thing together. We're going to unhook the baler. We're going to maybe wash a little bit of the tractor off too, I think, first. And then we'll unhook the baler here and get the rake. Take the rake over, start raking. And then come back and get the baler. Give that hay some time to, if there's any dew underneath it, to dry out. Well, it's going to have plenty of time to do that because it's pretty good field, pretty good sized field, 30 acres. You know, by the time I rake and get back over, get back, it's going to definitely be dry, no matter what. We got a little bit of dew. We still got dew out this morning, so That's why I'm doing this morning, to get this done. I wanted to sleep in a little bit, but that didn't happen. I was hoping to for once. I really had nothing to do early, so. Now I'm putting these screens back in. Let me pull you over here where you can see a little bit. So I'm putting these screens back in. This one I always slide from this side, always take out from this side. There's nothing in the way here. On the other side, you got the transmission hydraulic lines coming out over there. So, and it's just hard to get in and out over there. So this one here, I just slide it in here, come up. And it's got these grooves on the bottom of the screen that got to fit over this other screen down here. Once you get all that lined up, then you're pretty much good to go. Let's go over here. Put you out here so you can see a little bit. You see, we wash a lot of junk out of there. Well, there's still stuff in here. We gotta live it out. So we get over here and start putting the little knobs on. The dirt off of those. Don't need to add dirt back in. Make sure you don't cross thread these things, because that would not be good. I'm going to add a little bit of engine coolant. It's sitting on the low right now. I'm looking at it right now because we've been running pretty hard. That's just naturally going to happen sometimes. So. And I'll show you that here. You can see, I don't know if you can see it up there, but we're sitting on low. We need to have it up close to that full, especially in these weather conditions. So we'll take that. We got some of that over here. We'll put that in there as soon as we get all this done. As soon as we get this back together, we'll do that, because that way I don't forget. This top one's a little bit of a mess to get on sometimes. It's kind of bent up. Those two are on. Read down and get all these out. So we'll go back to the other side now. And you can start seeing more videos like this, you know, some how-to videos, things like that. We'll probably do one on the Beller here pretty soon. And we'll make one on the Moco also, because we got to do some service on it here pretty soon. And we still got to get to doing regular mowing too, like with the Bad Boy zero turn. And so we'll show some of that here in the future, and some of the things, you know. Good thing about that, I remember when we did the service on that, we actually found a whole kit that had everything in it. So it has 2 hydraulic filters, hydraulic oil for the servos, for the, you know, for the turning, you know, for each wheel, and so it had everything in it, oil, spark plug, and everything. So in that bad boy, we got that Kawasaki motor in it. Man, that thing is awesome. If you're gonna buy one, if you're gonna buy a mower, a zero turn, look at Bad Boy. You know, I don't get no money from any of these companies I talk about. And man, I love that thing. That thing just goes, and it's got power. But I would always recommend buying the what did I do here? Getting the one with the Kawasaki motor. That motor is just so powerful, so easy going, and you can definitely hear the difference in that thing too. So I don't know what I did here. I think I turned them upside down, didn't I? A little bit. Okay, see, I get into situations like this sometimes. There we go. I knew I'd figure it out in a minute. So you just shove that in there. So like I said, everything's put back together in reverse order. You got this little, down here, you got this little wing nut you put back in. Hold that in place. One thing I said, don't forget this guy, because if you leave it loose, it will fall out. Luckily, it did not fall all the way out last time I did that. Oh, see, I almost forgot something. I did this before, but I forgot to put all this back up. So, if you don't plug this in, your air conditioner don't work. I can tell you that from experience. Get all this back together. These just hold it in place. This one goes right here. Make sure it's tucked in. I think that's it. We get the screen back in. It's up here. So I need to find, I think I'm about looking for, I have to dig around for one, but I need to find a metal screen. One that's metal backed instead of this. But same material. I need to check some sizes, go through some catalogs of stuff and parts and for different tractors and stuff. I'd rather have a metal screen one. You know, I can shorten it down some actually. And just so more rigid, because that's your front one. And that one's going to take the most garbage as it comes in. So you see this is this, and I've actually gone in here before and this thing's been laying out because it's just not holding up very good. There's nothing that holds it in place. So I think if I went to metal screen, I think it would definitely do good. If I have to, I'll end up having to make one, which wouldn't be that hard really. And but that would be a project for this winter. That's when, you know, we'll have the shop together by then, and we'll go from there. Oh, by the way, roof trusses. So we got the poles over on the trailer still, but the roof trusses. So we're going to be real close to starting on this. I just got to get done through this hay, and then we got to start on that because I got to get that done. I got to have a shop for the winter because we got too much stuff we got to get done during the winter. And you know, even in the summer, it'd be nice to have a shop. That way we're not out in the weather. Let me get the side panels back on. I know Mahindra went to a single piece hood after this model, which is smart because this two-piece hood is not fun. This is a pain. Where the single piece hood, where it opens up from here up, you grab your screens real quick, clean it, and you're done. So right here, it takes, you know, a couple extra steps to get it back together. So, and it's just, you know, it's cumbersome. So one thing I need to make, and I need to make some bar plates to go in here to hold these cylinders for safety reasons. I gotta get that done. So I'm gonna put some C-channel, probably get some you know, 1/4 inch, something like that I could just stick in here real quick. That will set from here to here when I'm extended. That way it's safe to work underneath there. I'm always listening, watching this thing because I don't want that loader to come down on me. It has not done it yet. It has not done it yet because I'm still here, so that's good. But I definitely need to get that built. Get 2 of those. Put one on each side. You know, I'm an engineer. I do everything overkill, so one on each side. Just putting one on one side would work, but I want 2. Redundancy, right? You gotta have redundancy in everything you do. If you're single threaded, then you're asking for something bad to happen. So anyway, so that was a video on how to do the screens. I'll post that, get that posted here soon. I'm way behind on videos. Like I said, this week's gonna be raining, so I'll be able to get some editing done, get some videos up. I might post this one ahead of time just so it's up there. Once we get this thing completely cleaned up one day, I'll probably do a full walk around review on this tractor and talk about it, talk about, you know, my experiences with it. You know, I like it a lot, actually. Don't get me wrong, but you know, there are some things that I would do different. You know, you know, but that's what any tractor's that way, right? Any tractor you get, there's gonna be some things you're saying, man, why did they do that? They should have done it this way. And I think a lot of that is that, you know, these tractor manufacturers need to actually come out and talk with people more that are using these things. You know, if Mahindra wanted to talk to me about this tractor, I know they're not making it. I don't think they're making this model anymore anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if they want to come out and say, you know, what'd you like? You know, I might actually, hopefully they might watch the video when I do the walk around. They'll find out what I liked, what I didn't like, and see if they've made those changes into the future models. You know, if they'd make some simple changes on this tractor, this thing will be a beast. There's a lot of things I really, really like about this tractor, but there's a few little things I don't. So, but man, it's been a good tractor. Like I said, if I can get parts, it's an awesome tractor. So that's going to be the key, is continuing to get parts. You know, this pandemic deal is just, you know, is just causing, you know, part shortages on this thing, from what I'm being told it is. But anyway, so that's. Well, appreciate y'all watching our videos. Really do. And the only thing I have to say is thank you for watching. Subscribe, like the videos. You know what to do, right? It's YouTube. We're pretty accustomed to that nowadays. So God bless. Catch you on the next video. Thank you.